Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's MATIC video update. And I just noticed one thing on the monthly time frame. Today I'm talking about, this red moving average, which is known as the 20 EMA. And in any project, when you start to lose the 20 EMA, then you are going to go into a bear market. Do you understand that? So MATIC right now, if it was to ever go all the way down to this 20 EMA, then that will take you still to the 2.618. Do you see that? $1, $1.068, and that's where MATIC is going to actually find rest. And look, it has already been moving up and up and up and up and up. Went up a little bit, made that ascending triangle, which is a continuation pattern, back tested, and now it's still continuing to the upside. But at the moment, things have been looking a little bit ugly because of Bitcoin as well. So let's dive into the daily, and let me hide this 20 EMA right there, and I'm going to actually pull this one. All right, here we are, making that head and shoulder. Do you see that? This is your left shoulder, the head, and you have the right shoulder. Now the question still remains, are you going to break the neckline and go down, or are you actually going to respect this trend line and then go to the upside? That's the question. We haven't broke the neckline for me to say that we're going to go down. But now let's say you do break the neckline, and I've mentioned this one before. So here we are, from the top to the bottom. This is how you just measure, and then wherever you're gonna break out of there, that's gonna take you to $1.2. But it would make even more sense to go all the way down to $1.020, find support, and then continue its journey to that $6, which is a long-term target, maybe by the end of the bull run. Or when the next bull run starts, we're going to be ending up in a bear market or a mini bear market right now. Okay, so equally you're just going to be making a big fake out of this ascending triangle just to go all the way down. To see that, which is something you don't really want to see. And given that actually, given that you have the 2.618 here as your big level of support, then that only means that this is finding that support at the 20 EMA that I actually showed you on the monthly time frame. Do you understand this? So those are the things. So on the daily, be careful of this head and shoulder. It's a very clear one. The last time there was a very small head and shoulders that really played out, and it played out perfectly. Now this is a big head and shoulder on a higher time frame, just like that. Just like you had an inverse head and shoulder down here that played out. This was your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. And when you broke out of things, you went straight to the target. If you try to break this big head and shoulder, then yes, you're going to go straight down to the target of the $1.2, and that's going to be a nasty dump to the downside. That's going to take you all the way like 30%, 35% down from your total portfolio. So guys, make sure you're sticking to spot trading. In the past 3 months, it's not even recommended to actually leverage trade or anything. I'm not even like a futures trader myself. I don't do that. But the thing is, if anyone's doing it, I would really say stay away from it. But but the thing is, people like to be greedy, right? So make sure that the best thing to do, the best strategy to do when this situation happens, I'm going to tell you, since some of us are not clear what's going to happen, then it's always better to keep like 50% of stable coins like USDT, and buy a dip like this one, which goes to 35% down. You buy the dip, and the only reason for you to buy the dip is actually that you can dollar cost average. And by the way, the one thing I want to say though is, if you start to lose the ascending triangle, by the way, you're gonna go back down to where you found the triangle. Do you see that? Unfortunately, you might not just stop here. You might go all the way down to this line right there, this one right here, and that would be called in the bear market basically. Okay, and that's expected. I'm not gonna be surprised, because bear market are meant to be nasty. If you're new to the crypto, I'm just gonna tell you this, that bear markets, man, they're just like deadly kind of a market. They actually kill people, they butcher people completely. They don't leave anyone alive, and it's just designed to be that way. Okay, it's designed to be the devil. So the bears, even though there's nothing wrong about the bears, yes, if you're investing on the top of a bull run, right, then the bear is really gonna be like a nightmare for you. But let me tell you the good side of a bear market. Okay, let's say you even invested $1,000 right here, and then you go for that bear market. You could invest $100 here in the bear market, and it will give you back your $1,000 and even more. Do you understand that? That's the beauty of the bear market as well. But the ugly side of it is if you start losing all these things and go down, then that's going to be bad for the investments that you did on the top of the mountain, right? So remember, guys, we still closed MATIC completely at the 2.8. Ever since, I never gave any shout out that it should be bought, and I was thinking hard about it, and it's only because of that stupid Bitcoin. I always say this. So yeah, so that's it for today's MATIC update. Be careful, and I'm gonna see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.